In dancehall, it's common to hear an artist shout out a producer.
Frass.
But what does that really mean? Who's making the rhythm? Who's shaping the song? Today, we're breaking down the difference between beatmakers, producers, and executive producers in dancehall, and why it matters, especially in 2025, to give proper credit to the people who build the music we love. Let's start with the basics. A beatmaker creates the instrumental. They build the rhythm using tools like FL Studio, Logic Pro, Cubase, or Pro Tools. They design the drum patterns, melodies, and overall vibe before a single word is voiced. A producer oversees the recording process. They help with arrangement, vocal direction, mixing input, and overall feel of the track. And then there's the executive producer, the person who funds, organizes, and connects everything. They're not always musical, but they handle artist booking, studio time, clearances, and release plan. Most of the time when you hear an artist shout out a producer, they're actually shouting out the executive producer or label, not the person who made the rhythm. There are some producers who do it all. NotNice is a perfect example. He builds the rhythms from scratch, engineers the sessions, and arranges the vocals. He's hands-on with the music from start to finish. Same goes for Don Corleonie. Known for classic rhythms like Drop Leaf and Good to Go, Don is not just the face of the brand. He's the one laying keys, flipping samples, and crafting sound. These are beat makers and producers in one, controlling the sound and the direction. On the other hand, you have producers like DJ Frass, TJ Records, and DJ Mac, who rarely, if ever, makes the beats themselves. They play more of a curator and connector role. Frass is known for consistently delivering top-tier projects, but the rhythms he uses are often built by beatmakers, in his camp or freelancers. What he brings is vision, consistency, and a direct link to artists like Mavado, Alkaline, and Jamil. TJ Records is even more strategic. He never claimed to be a beatmaker, but he's worked with some of the biggest names in dancehall, including longtime collaborator Vybz Kartel. In fact, TJ is now Vybz Kartel's official manager since his release. He's moved from just producing music to managing a brand and career. That's the definition of executive production. DJ Mac, one of the newer names in the game, represents the next generation of executive producers. He's been active for about 5 years now and is gearing up to drop a full album. Not just a single rhythm project, but a curated body of work. In dancehall, the person who gets the public credit is rarely the one who built the foundation. That affects everything, from streaming royalties to brand growth to opportunities for beatmakers to level up. If you're a fan, you might hear TJ Records and assume he's making the beat, but behind that track could be an entirely different person working behind the scenes, unpaid and unknown. The thing is, this isn't new. Dancehall has always had this label-first mentality, from King Jammy to Penthouse to Shocking Vibe. But back then, there was a core team of engineers and musicians in-house. Everybody played a role, and the labels were like mini factories. Today, things are different. Rhythms are often sent over email. Vocals are recorded remotely. One person might be in Kingston, another in Mobay, the artist in New York, but the final song says, produced by XYZ. We need to start asking, what does produced by really mean in 2025? We don't need to tear anyone down, but we do need to be honest. More producers should credit beatmakers up front. More fans should learn to check platforms like Spotify, Genius, or even Instagram to see who actually made the rhythm. And as an industry, we need to start celebrating not just the face, but the foundation. Because dancehall, at its core, is rhythm culture. And no rhythm exists without the beatmaker. So, next time you hear a big dancehall hit, ask yourself, who built the rhythm? Who made the link? Who brought it to life? They might all be different people, and they all deserve respect. This is Dancehall Feed, breaking down the culture behind the sound.